Yo, what is going on, fam? It is your boy Austin, back with yet another banger, but this one is a different banger. This one is a scented banger, if we can call it that. What I'm talking about is my side hobby. My side hobby is I like to collect colognes, but I like to collect colognes that are clones of niche fragrances. So I thought I'd put together my top 5 currently for summertime. Let's get right into it. Now, the first one I have is this one right here. This is Latafas Maher Legacy. This one right here, aromatic, fresh, spicy, citrus, green. This one, once you just smell it in the air, it's just so shower gel smelling, but super bright lemon lime, almost like a refreshing lemon lime, soda on a day, or like a club soda, something just like that. It says top notes are lime, mint, grapefruit, lavender, and pineapple, with middle notes of black pepper, juniper berry, rosemary, geranium, and frankincense, while it has base notes of ambroxan, vetiver, oak moss, tonka bean, and cashmere. Now, this one works great in springtime, summer for sure. Daytime is probably the best, but a lot of people love this one, and I never fail to get compliments with this guy right here. Now, if you're curious what this one is cloning, this one is cloning Parfums de Marly's Sedley. All you gotta do is type in PDM Sedley and look up how much a price of a 100ml bottle is of that stuff, and then you'll see why people come and grab this for, say, $30, sometimes even less. But this one, definitely worth the money. This one will last you like 10 to 12 hours a day on you, easy. Now, next up on the list is the Orientas Exclusive Oud. And this one right here is an extrait de parfum, which means it's got a lot of oil in this bad boy, so it'll last a while. But the notes are sweet, fruity, ozonic, fresh, aquatic, vanilla, tropical, woody, green, powdery. Basically, it's a super fruit bomb. It smells amazing, and the ladies can wear this one as well. This one does lean slightly more feminine leaning, but don't let it mistake you. It smells amazing. Now, it shows up here that the top notes are bergamot and green notes, followed by middle notes of melon, pineapple, and a gourmand accord. So dessert fruity like, with base notes of vanilla, woody notes, and some musk. So it's got a little bit of everything in there, but like I said, the fruit is definitely prominent. And as far as this one's concerned, this one is cloning, or most close to, I should say, Jerzoff's Herba Pura, which I've smelt before, and it smells amazing. This one is definitely close, like 90% of the way there, I would say. But that one alone is like $250, maybe $300. So you definitely save if you pick this guy up right here. I wish I could remember what the price is. I can't remember off bat, but let's say about $35. Now, the next one up, and one of my personal favorites, is Paris Corner's Celestial Amir. Now, this one right here, if any of you guys have ever been into a boot store before, like a Boot Barn or a Cavender's, this smells what the inside of that store smells like. This one is just bright leather. It's got like a minerality to it, slightly mineral-like, warm, leather-like, ozonic, once again, aquatic, woody. This one right here smells fantastic. Now, it'll say, let's see if I can find it right here. It doesn't really show what the top, middle, and bottom notes are for this, but it does say mineral notes, suede, akigala wood, violet leaf, saffron, Italian mandarin, Chinese osmanthus, and immortelle. So definitely a nice blend, and this will also last about 10 hours or so. And this one is a clone of Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Bourgeois. And yeah, it smells very close to it. I'd say probably about 85% for this one. But especially if you want to wear this one even you can even lean a little bit more into the fall time. This one still does great since it has those aquatic like natures, but it's still woody at the same time. Perfect. And you can also find this for, say, around $30. Now, if we want to talk about the powerhouse of these 5, this one is definitely the strongest, and this one's also probably the hardest to wear out of all of them. And by that, I mean the Lafa Atlas. And you can definitely see how much I've used. Super, super heavy cap. The smell, it is so It's very, very much marine-like smelling, very marine, watery smell, but it's very salty at the same time. And I'll look right here. The main accords it says is marine, salty, aromatic, amber, woody, mossy, animalic. It does have a slight metal note in there. Earthy, citrus, and balsamic. So definitely a lot of stuff. It says that the actual top notes are C notes, salt and lemon. Middle notes are Davana and iris. Base notes are ambergris, oak moss, and sandalwood. So that definitely makes sense, because when you smell this, super salty, mineralic, lemon, lime type C notes, very balsamic, woody, kind of almost funky and dirty in nature. This one smells simply fantastic. And the one that this clones is Megamar by Ortho Parasi or Parasi. Anyway, this stuff is great. This one will run you a little bit more, probably about $40 to $45 range, if I remember correctly. And if you're able to pull this off, it is fantastic. But be careful. This is like a 4 sprayer max, because anything more than that, and you'll end up giving yourself a headache, because it's very strong. Now, last on my list, which I think is just perfect to round out this one for summer, is Afnan's 9 a.m. Dive. Yes, you heard that right. 9 a.m. Dive. This guy smells like if you took all the most popular blue fragrances and put them in a bottle. Basically, to me, it's just like a, well, not the Sauvage one, I'd say, but like it's got the very popular shower gel like smell, but it has that like Bleu de Chanel slight quality to it, if you know what I mean, that type of blue smell. But if you could make Bleu de Chanel even more fresh, that's kind of like how this one is. So the main accords, it says, is fruity, woody, green, fresh, spicy, citrus, aromatic, fresh, soft, spicy, warm, spicy, and balsamic. Soft, spicy, warm. I don't know what soft, spicy is supposed to smell like, but the top notes are lemon, which you definitely get. Mint, makes sense. And that gives it like that cooling type of smell. That's like how it's dive. Think of water, like the cooling, refreshing lemon, mint. Blackcurrant, pink pepper. Middle notes are apple, which you do get that slight fruitiness. Cedar, I don't necessarily get too much. And incense, so it gives almost a smoky like quality to it, which I can smell. It's very light though. Base notes are ginger. That's the main blue one. When I think of a blue fragrance, most of them that are really good have ginger in there. So there you go. Sandalwood, slightly woody, jasmine, and patchouli, which I really don't smell too much patchouli. But overall, this 9 a.m. dive, fantastic. You could probably find this for, say, 30-ish bucks, give or take, maybe sometimes even cheaper. Let's see what it says they think it smells like the most of. So most people say a lot of people are saying it smells like Y by Yves Saint Laurent, Bleu de Chanel, and Y Eau de Parfum. So if you think of Y by Yves Saint Laurent and Bleu de Chanel had a baby, it'd probably be this. But anyway, guys, with that being said, that was my top 5 fragrances for the summer. I usually don't do videos like this, so give me some feedback down below. Let me know what you guys thought of it, and if it's something I should keep doing or I should keep to myself. But anyway, with that being said, hopefully you liked it. I love you guys, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.